Good morning, gentlemen. Active Aussie here. Tuesday morning, it's about 11:40 a.m. I was just scrolling through the comments in regard to some of my videos last night, and there was one guy from USA, I think, who asked me about my opinion on the Passport Bros. So I'll call this video Passport Bros 2024. I think in September or October last year I made two videos in regard to the Passport Bros. Basically, my opinion of Passport Bros is that I'd say I'm in favour of them, and I'm in favour of geomaxxing, but like I said before, I think it should only be a sort of part-time thing. I feel that there are only a certain percentage of guys who can actually afford to do it full-time, and there are many problems, sort of complications involved with being a passport bro and just being an expat in general. It's much better if you can learn the local language. So if you're going to move to Southeast Asia and like move to Vietnam, for example, you should probably try and learn Vietnamese, or wherever it is, Thailand, Cambodia, whatever. If you can speak Chinese too, that comes in very handy in many places, because Chinese is becoming a very widely spoken language now. But I just feel there are many things men have to take into consideration, and a lot of guys just move, they relocate to other countries just for the women, and I feel that should not be the only reason why someone should move to another country. I was always, mostly working when I lived in China and Thailand, so you have to really keep yourself occupied. If you're a guy who drinks, it can be quite easy to get into the habit of just hanging out at bars, and you can become an alcoholic. I've seen this happen to many guys. But you need to have a diverse range of interests, no matter if you're living in your own country or you move to other countries. And it's always better to visit a place for a few weeks first, just see if you like it, see if you will be able to adapt to a new sort of environment. Plus there is personal safety factors to take into consideration as well. I've noticed recently there are quite a few people who have made videos about Passport Bros, specifically in Colombia. Passport Bros who have been deleted in that country, and I've always thought Colombia is quite a dangerous, sort of unstable place. Maybe some of you guys listening may have been there, lived there for a while, so leave a comment if that's the case. But in one particular video I saw, there was this girl saying, oh, it serves these guys right because they went over there to get involved with underage girls, underage women. And this is a stereotype that's developed over quite a few years, that men who go to places like Thailand or the Philippines in Asia, for example, they're just going there to get with like 16 and 17-year-old girls. That's mostly nonsense, and it's a stereotype. I lived in Asia for quite a long time, and I did have girlfriends whilst I was over there. Not all the time, but sometimes I had a girlfriend. I'd never been with any woman under 27 when I lived over in Asia. And for example, over in Thailand, you've got these guys who live in Pattaya, for example. In some of the areas in Pattaya, for example, LK Metro, most of the women in the bars there are over 30. You might get a few like 25 to 28-year-olds as well. But there are hardly any women there who are under 25. And even further north, like in North Pattaya, say around Soi 6 area, even there now you won't find many young women. So just in regard to some of these so-called red light areas, I feel that this looking for underage women narrative, it's just a lot of BS. A lot of men don't even like the young women anyway. That's been the case in regard to the guys I've known anyway. And in Thailand, for example, it's actually illegal to take a woman under 20 back to your hotel, back to your apartment, and a lot of guys don't know this, and quite often that rule is actually enforced. So any guy who goes to these places looking for underage women is asking for trouble, apart from it being immoral as well. So just to sum up, I am in favour of geomaxxing and the passport bros, but you got these guys making videos pretending to be alpha males, but a lot of the guys going over to Asia, South America, Eastern Europe, they are basically just beta buxers who don't like the women in their own countries, but it's probably also because they cannot attract women in the USA, in Europe, in the UK, or Canada, wherever they are from. So it can also be like a type of cope. I'm a MGTOW and I don't date and I don't believe in marriage or cohabitation, but I still have a bit of a sex drive. So I think for even MGTOW guys, if you want to satisfy your needs, satisfy your like sexual urges every now and then, that's okay to still do that, but you've got to be careful, obviously, with women now. I've said that many times. So I just wanted to make this video in regard to the passport bros. I'm going to be making another video now in regard to a book called The Secret, which came out in 2006. It's a lot of nonsense, it's just pseudoscience, but that's going to be my main video for today, and I'll upload that a bit later, so look out for that one and I'll talk to you later.